What's going on, guys? So this episode today is going to be kind of a play off of my last one, which was self-sufficiency. I kind of showed you how I collect my rainwater off my boat, and I set up my solar panels and all that kind of stuff. This one's going to be more about how I get my food from the ocean, and how I trap crab and get my bait and stuff like that, and fish, all that. And it saves me a lot of money. Like, I get by on $400 a month, and that's what I live on. And I'm going to show you how I do it. You guys might not know how healthy seafood is either. Like, it's one of the best things you can possibly eat. I used to be real big into nutrition and all that kind of stuff. I'm not anymore. I drink pop like every day. But seafood really is like extremely beneficial in so many different ways. Don't take my word for it. Start Google searching and you'll see. It would take me the entire day to tell you all the benefits you get from seafood. All the oldest living people, every single one of them have seafood in their diet. It's one of the best things you can put in your body. And I got it for free out here. So I'm going to show you how I get it for free, and how I use my traps and all that kind of stuff. I'm not advertising anything or anything like that, but these traps right here were freaking awesome. I got them from Amazon. They're like that Drasry, D-R-S-R-Y. I don't know how to say that. But like I said, I'm not advertising them or nothing. I'm just letting you know these traps are awesome. They might not hold up great. We'll see. So far, I've had them for a week and nothing's happened, but I could see them, not lasting a couple months. We'll see. It's just got that nylon netting on them. But this is just a bait trap right here. And what happened was I had two of these guys and decided to catch a bunch of minnows with them and stuff, and they were awesome. I got my money's back like within the first day probably of using it. And then I noticed I started catching a whole bunch of crabs. So they were only smaller though, because that hole's only 2.5 inches. It couldn't be too big of a crab. So I decided to step it up, and I got these guys here. These traps are only $12 a piece, man. So like for both of these traps, that was only 25 bucks. And the reason I really like them is because they shrink down. See, I can shrink it down and it clips onto itself down to that little size right there. So they're real good for boats, you know what I mean? Because I'm living on this boat, I barely have any space. So I really like them because I can fit all 6 of my traps here into something that thick. You know what I mean? Just a little circle that thick. So yeah, I went all out and bought 6 of these things. And these guys here have a 6.5 inch hole. So it's about a little over twice the size of that other one. And I've been catching some good sized stone crabs and everything. Every night I get about 6 of them. Some of them are smaller, but I'm still getting the bigger ones too. Oh, there's a crab right there in this trap. Wow, I didn't even see him. See that little guy? That's a spider crab. I gotta get him out of there. But I'm trying to experiment because these ones here are doing awesome. But these ones that sit flat on the ground, they sit like this, aren't catching me nothing but those big conch shells. So I tried to put some sinkers on the bottom of those. I put 3 sinkers, and I'm trying to just test to see maybe like the current was lifting it up, and that's why a crab wasn't able to get in it. Or maybe the opening's just too big, because that's an 8-inch opening right there. So maybe they're just getting right back out, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of trying to test these traps out and see what I'm working with here. Oh, I forgot to say too, I'm using these pinfish as bait here. I've been catching a whole bunch of these with my traps, so I just reuse them. Check that sky out. Man, it kind of looks evil. All right, I let those traps sit out overnight. I didn't use the big one. I just used the smaller ones. There's just like a little 3-inch hole in it, so it's not going to be anything big, you know what I mean? But it's going to just be some bait for my poles. And it's real windy. I hope you guys can't hear that, but It's been windy all week. There ain't nothing I can do about it. So yeah, I'm gonna pick these up. I put 2 of them out. I want to see how they did. I got 3 really small little crabs and 1 decent sized little minnow there. Well, it's not even a minnow. That's pretty big. I don't know if I'm gonna use that or not, but it's not bad. I got this little aerator too to try to keep them alive and stuff like that, so I don't have to keep using that little trap every single time I want to get anything. I got a bucket filled up with ocean water. All right, so I got them in there. They seem to be doing all right. Wow. All right, so I got 3 or 4 decent looking little stone crab in there. Man, I could almost eat those. I don't know how they got through that little 3-inch hole. They're like 4 or 5 inches long. That's crazy. I do have 1 mud minnow in there I want to get. But I'm gonna let these crabs go. That's crazy. I got 4 stone crabs in both of those traps. Well, one of them had all the stone crabs, but that's kind of nuts. Like, they were bigger than 3 inches, so they must be able to somehow like shrink their body. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I got those little traps. They'll be a nice little investment. I already got, I mean, that's good bait. That's natural bait, you know what I mean? That's stuff that fish are like looking for in this area. So that's like the best kind of stuff you want. It's better than any like frozen shrimp or anything like that. So I'm gonna put these on a line here and toss them out and see what I get. There's dolphins everywhere in this spot, man. These dolphins have been playing around my boat all day. Oh man, you're awesome. So this is my buddy right here. I've been doing what you're not supposed to do, and birds, and all the other birds are gone. But now this little guy that I've been feeding, he's keeps flying around me. He's been doing this for like 2 days now. And I mean, he still gets the fish around me and stuff, but me feeding him didn't help him out. So now he's like kind of become my pet. But you guys are gonna be cracking up when you see this little dude landing on my shoulder. I'm about to be like a real pirate out here, man. You guys don't know what you're missing out here, man. Oh shit, I got a trout. I got 2 trout, what the hell? if you're a little squeamish, you might want to look away. I'm a nerd with this stuff. I love playing with these new toys and stuff that I buy, so I'm always experimenting, seeing like, you know, what trap catches more fish and stuff like that, or which trap catches more crabs. And I've noticed that when I do this, when I slice them all up like that, every time I've experimented with it, I've caught more crabs doing it that way rather than just putting the whole fish in there. So yeah, if you guys are crabbing, that's a little idea for you. All right, I'm gonna go check these traps out. They've been catching me a crap load of those stone crabs. Oh yeah, got quite a few stone crabs in that one. I wouldn't expect no less than that. This was the one with the sinkers on it. Got 2 little blue crabs. Nothing special at all. Wow, see that? The one without sinkers didn't even get touched. All the fish are perfectly intact. Nothing was even in here at all. So, if you guys are looking to buy some traps, I would get the long and skinnier looking ones. There's like a couple keeper stone crab. I'm gonna let these fish and stuff go. Check this out, man. These are all stone crabs. That was one night with these traps here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stone crabs in a regular, I think spider crabs is what they call them. I got 13 of them stone crab, and I would have had a lot more too. My other trap, the door was open somehow. But yeah, 13 of them. Alright, unfortunately I was blasting my music when I was harvesting these claws, and YouTube doesn't let you play copyrighted music on your channel, so this is me just talking instead. What I'm doing here is making sure the claws are 2 inches and 7/8. And what I do is I grab them with my pliers and I pull and twist at the same time, and it almost always leaves that shoulder intact. And when you do it this way, you can actually let the crab grow its claw back. You harvest one at a time so it can eat the stuff with the other claw while it's growing the other one back. It's a more humane way to do it. Hey guys, I hope you liked the video. There'll be a new one every Saturday, and if you want to support me, you can come on patreon.com. If you have any feedback, you can let me know in the comments. Thanks.